Hello Cambridge, it's me, Kate. We're talking today, yeah, and after answering on your questions, I decided to make a short video just to explain something that wasn't clearly understood during the session, and also just to show you these spots that you asked us to choose for you. So here's our district that we develop, marked in red, yeah, just to tell that it's it. So we think that the most reasonable would be choosing one of these three spots. We chose three because we didn't clearly understand what size of this district you want. So we choose three, and after that I'll explain everything about each of them, and we will tell you the pluses and minuses of these three spots. So the first one is in Cyan. It's the biggest spot. It has housing and in the industry and so on. I'll tell you later. The second one we chose because it's close to the city center and railway station. And the third one is maybe the easiest one and very nice. Okay. So just don't forget about these slides that we sent you before. Professor Macmillan has them, and he will give them to you if he hasn't done it earlier. Sorry. So some comments. These are blast furnaces, yeah. And what I wanted to say, that when you will choose one of these three spots, you should also come here and watch this slide, because there are long texts that you can read and understand some more than I will tell you now. Okay, next. Also, don't forget this slide with valuable objects. I will send you some of these pics in bigger size, so that you could see them, some of them more clearly. Here we see some Soviet classical art, neoclassical architecture, Stalinistic architecture. It's in spot 1, and blast furnaces also in spot 1, and slag dumps also in spot 1, and it's also classical Stalinist building, and also this metal roll factory also in spot 1 and both spot 2, and this ton 550 also in the spot 2. These two objects, they are not valuable themselves, but they are really big, they're huge, and they could be renovated and with the changing of the function of their function, and also they are remarkable in the city silhouette. Okay. Also, to the letter I attach the second video. If you see this video first with our teacher, our professor that was talking to you today, also she drew a video. She made a video where she makes a historical changing of the silhouette of the Dnipropetrovsk city. So you should definitely watch it just for fun, maybe, or if you find it useful, it will be great. So then spot number 1 has access to the river we mean access to the river, but from the river all these spots are divided by highway, non-stoppable highway. It means that on this highway we don't have traffic lights and a lot of zebras to pass through, so it's a problem. But they have, after this highway there is a riverbank, so it has access to the river, both 3 spots. Spot 1 has slag dumps. Slag dumps is something that we can show you photos on, because we don't have them really, but it's very interesting sight. It's like hills, like on the moon or something like that. It's very unusual, and we thought that in our project we would save them and make them safe for people to visit, something like that. That it's like disturbed territories, spoiled territories. We called it like that. Blast furnaces, you know what it is. It's a huge machines of metal to make metal flow. I don't know how to say it in English, sorry, but they're very huge, and it's a great part of our history, and particularly our history of our city. Okay, never mind. So they're just very, very remarkable, and it would be interesting to save them, but it's optional. Soviet neoclassical architecture, we saw it on slide 4, that I showed you before, and there are some interesting examples, and it will be nice if they would be saved. The railroad is marked. You asked for the spot that has railroad on it. Actually, each spot has a railroad on it, but I marked only that railroad that would be saved if we move industry out of there, because there are a lot of railroads, but they serve just to, for example, transport coal to the industry building, to the industrial building. So if there won't be industrial buildings, so there will be no need in railroads. So I marked in green only railroads that will be used after we renovate this area. Then housing, it has old housing, private housing. Then it has lakes, 2 or 1, I don't remember, 1. It has 1 lake, it's a natural lake, but it's spoiled, it has to be cleaned and all that, and also that metal rolling factory that I told you about earlier. Let's see, so in red, it's housing in red. This yellow mark is a cultural building, like small theater for people who work in this factories. It used to be used, but now it's not used. This is slag dumps. This is a lake. This is also a lake. This is this metal roll factory. This is an entrance to the factory, and it's also made in Stalinistic neoclassical Soviet architecture. These are blast furnaces, and these are railroads. These are industrial buildings. This is the just trees, like a garden or something. These are warehouses. We have a road here. And we have here we have a metro station, yeah. And here we have beautiful organ hall of organ, you know, pipe, like the piano that stands in the church, yeah, okay? I don't know how to say it in English. And it's a whole of organ music of this music, and it's made in a form of church. Also, it's very beautiful. So it's just like nice place near the district. Okay, I think that's all. It's quite huge part of our district, but if you want this big part, you can choose this. If you want smaller part, oh no, we have some photos, photos of blessed furnaces for the 100th time. These are them. They still work now, so you know. This is this metal roll factory. Is this the narrow one? We have two, the narrow one and the wide one. This is the narrow one, and here there are these slug dams, so you can't see them now, but we definitely have them. So they are not quite high, you see. And also you can see the relief of the place, so it's quite flat. And the bank also, you can see that the bank is also flat. Then spot 2, it's smaller. It also has access to the river, and it has railroad, because on this side we have the main railway station of the city. But by the way, we have two, and one is very low used, and this main one is used very high, very often. And the second one is not used practically at all. Access to the city center we have near, because this main railway station is like the closing part of the city center. And the building of the main railway station is also quite nice. And we have the water transport station. You'll see it on the map. And it works a little bit now as a water transport station. It just it looks like Soviet building. It's not very important or something like that, but we just have it, and I want you to know it if it's important for you. And also we have here industrial buildings, factories, and warehouses. So let's see. Here is the city center marked in blue, yeah? It's only the start of the city center. Here we see the big transport hub, really, of public transport, of public buses, and here's a transport hub, like of railway station of trains and of trams and buses and all. So it is already a huge transport hub, and we have had an idea of making a transport hub here, and removing this in pink is marked river transport station from here, somewhere here, so we could make a transport hub. But it was our idea. You shouldn't use it. We just, if you're interested in, because you asked a lot about our ideas. So this is a water transport station, a port, or call it any way you want. And in white, it's all workhouses. It's not valuable at all. It's some logistic small centers of some enterprises, so you can move it. You can say, we will move it to the another part of the city or outside the city, and it'll be okay. And I remember that here there are some car shops to Nissan, Toyota, Kia, all here. And I think that's all. It's a small part, but it's nice if you want to just remove everything and make something new. And in green is, of course, this railroad that you can't move anywhere from here, because there is a bridge that's also a railway bridge. So, spot 3 has a huge metal rolling factory building, and even 2 buildings. It has 2 lakes, it has empty spaces with trees, and it has access to the river. Of course, it's the smallest spot. This is Stan 550 here, huge metal rolling plant, and this is that orange one that you saw before. In magenta we have empty spaces. This is like the place where stock water stays. You know, the water that used, it is cleaned here. It's like a huge reservoirs where it just stays and all the dirt falls down, you know what it is. And it's quite empty. You have something like lakes here also. So we have 2 lakes here and some small lakes also here. But never mind, you can change them. I think that they are artificial, and anyway, there should be some drainage works here. So we thought that it's a very comfortable place to make some festival event place, because there is a huge factory with huge amount of square meters, okay, and here an huge open area, so it will be interesting for this, we suppose, but it's up to you. Here is the photo of this Stan 550. Here you see it here, yeah, the wider one. And here you see the fishes that you are asking about. So you see people like fishing in Ukraine. And here is our district from the plane, or from I don't know where, from helicopter. And here you see that the terrain goes up and goes higher, but all our place is flat. And the last slide, it's a panoramic like drawing of our city, and here you see our district, just if you're interested in it or if it will help you somehow. So I'm sorry for my poor English maybe today, and I hope it was clear and it helped you somehow, my videos. Thank you. I'll send you the link on the second video, all those photos and PowerPoint presentation, just to show you what we've got, and also I'll attach that questions about what examples in the world we see to make here. Okay? Thank you. Bye.